I just really like this one. I think this one is my favorite technique. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Rachel and I do all sorts of planner and stationery things here on the YouTubes. Today I'm going to be talking about different ways to use washi tape in your planner or journal. So I'm going to go over some predated stuff like the Hobonichi Cousin and the Hobonichi Weeks, and then we're also going to look at some things that you can do in a blank notebook as well. And most of these things will be cross-purpose. You can be using them in either a dated planner or an undated journal, or you can just use them in any old book you find if you're feeling crazy. So we're going to go through a few different things, but first I'm going to introduce you to some new washi tapes in my collection courtesy of the Washi Tape shop, some of which you will see used in this video. If you like any of the washi tapes used in this video, or if you just want to peruse and buy some that may be to your own taste, I do have a 10% off code Rachel10. I'll put it right here on the screen, Rachel10. I do make a small commission based on any sales using that code, so if you guys like these washi tapes, please help out the channel and use Rachel10. Thank you guys so much. So let's start with first, I have the Tenohira, I think it's pronounced Tenohira Koi Gilded washi tape set. It's so beautiful, this set, and it actually rips so easily, even though it is gilded, which I often find that gilded washi tapes don't rip very easily, so you have to use scissors when you place them down, but these are super soft, super thin washi tapes that just have like such a beautiful design on them. I'm really happy with these. The second set I got was the Happy Journaling washi tape set, which I have had my eye on for so long. I just think they're so cute. There's this one which sort of has like little clips and office supplies, and kind of drawn in just like this like pen drawing fashion, which is a style I really quite like. There are two script washi tapes, as you can see here, and actually I did notice that this one, I find like often script washi tapes just have kind of nonsense on them, but this one is really cute. It's like a dictionary definition of words that are related to like art and scrapbooking and journaling. So there's like photograph, planner, retro, stamp, typewriter, handwriting, like a bunch of just like really cute little words. That's kind of fun. But two script washis, which is always good for journaling and scrapbooking. And then we have two more sort of like vintagey ones. This one has like vintage household items, like a telephone, a telescope, a gramophone, a vintage camera. Kind of cool. You could either lay these out in a line, like it's sort of designed to be used here, or cut them out if you prefer. And then the last one is the same thing, except it's art supplies and planner supplies. So there's paint brushes, paint, I'm not sure what this is called, but it's like that thing you use to draw a circle, pencils and scissors, just kind of really cute stuff that again you could cut out or keep it in the one long strip. The next set I got is a 10-piece Savory pastel grid washi tape set. This set comes with a variety of colors in this sort of pastel, nude, kind of browns and pinks, which I know a lot of us really love for our journaling, and so it just gives a lot of options to like perfectly color match your stickers or your stationery with anything in this color palette realm. The next set I got, and probably my favorite set, is the Time Travelers set. It includes this map washi, which I am obsessed with. I have only had one map washi before, and it was like a sampler, but this is just, it's thick, it's huge. I'm very, very excited to use it and to show you guys some fun ways to use it as well. This one is another sort of script washi tape with some floral accents on the side. Looks very cute, very usable. And then this is sort of like a vintage stamp washi tape that has a different sort of vintage post ephemera on it. These two sets are washi sticker sets, so they're not actually one long strip of washi tape. They are stickers that you can remove from the tape, and then you just cut off the excess. I'll show you what I mean. This first one is the Home Sweet Home washi sticker set. It has scenes from a little home, scenes from that home decorated for the holidays, scenes from like a little like village or town maybe in that home, or where that home is, and then just sort of like household objects, especially good for the holidays. And then this set is the same thing, but it is specifically for the holidays. It's called the Winter Wonderland washi sticker set, and it has little houses and trinkets all over this tapes, and this one is like sort of penguin and animal themed as well. Really, really cute. So I'm going to use a few of these to show you guys 7 ways to use washi in your journal or notebook, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first way to use washi tape in your planner or journal is, and I'm sure you've seen this around, to tip something in. So tipping something in basically means to tape something into your journal, usually in a way that's not just like taping it down. So for example, like this is a media spread that I did about movies and stuff that I had seen and media that I had consumed this month. And all of this is like hard taped down. But tipping something in would be more like this, which this is another journal that I'm not going to use during this video, but do you see how these things can move like side to side and up and down and reveal stuff underneath them? That's what like tipping something in is all about. You can see I've done that here with washi tape as well. But I'm going to show you on a couple of examples in both a planner and a basic journal. So for the basic journal, this is just my sort of spiritual journal, and I do like to write a lot of like dreams and stuff about the moon and the seasons and stuff like that. I have a whole video explaining my spiritual setup. If you want to see it, click up in the corner. And so I will often tip things in like this little moon picture, or like a more full sheet like this. Obviously this is not cut yet. But for example, I'm going to show you how I would use these 2 different things, tipping them in. So the first way is to tape in something in the spine so that it turns like an extra page of the book. And step 1 is to cut your piece of paper down to size of your journal. So I'm going to do that now. So you can see here I've left most of this margin on the side, and that's because it is going to be covered with washi tape, and I've also rounded the corners a little bit so that it doesn't stick out too much from the journal itself. So you could use something like this that has a pattern on it, which would add a lot of texture, or you could use something like the grid washi, which would be a little bit more subtle in the spine. I think I'm going to go with this though, because it is a bit wider, so I know it's going to cover both sides of the page here, and it also matches the colors really well, and I just really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to size. And since I'm taping this down like as a page, a little tip is to use a little bit of washi. This is just some washi off of Amazon. I'm really glad that it fits with the set though. A good tip is to use just some random washi and like hold it in place. So like fold it over like that, and then this doesn't move as much when you're actually laying down the tape you want to use to tape it in. And you can also use something to weigh down your other page if it keeps popping up like mine does. All of the Washi Tape Shop washi that I have, almost all of it except for this one and the stickers that I talked about, have a backing like that, so you can pre-cut and then lay it down by yourself. So I like to pick one side to go with first. So in this case, I'm gonna lay it down on the tip-in side first, and then it's going to automatically stick to the next page. So I'm just gonna pull that up a little bit, which you can do because washi tape is super flexible and repositionable. And I'm going to wedge this into the corner with like a credit card of some kind. So this is just a business card that I'm using, but I'm just gonna really sort of wedge it into the corner there and then flatten it out and take off this washi tape here that I was just using to hold it in place. And then you can either leave it like this, or you can do the same thing on the other side. And then I think this time I'm gonna go ahead and use like the basic washi tape one. So same thing, I'm going to lay it down mostly on this side. And then with my credit card or other sharp tool, I'm gonna just wedge it into the corner. And there you go, you have something tipped in. And so now I can also tip something in on a page and have it flip out. So I'm gonna have this moon thing flip up here, and I'm just gonna use the same tape that I used before, this tape, cut it down to size, and I'm gonna go ahead and tape this in so that it flips up. Now to do this, you will need to tape over the side of the page. So if I lay this down on this particular page here, and then I go up here, line up the image with the top of the page, and then I'm gonna just want to fold it right over. Cool, now that just flips right up. And if you go over to the next page, it does have some washi tape on this side. I think that looks kind of cool, adds to the scrapbooky element of it, it all, but if you don't like it, you can always take this off and sort of tip it lower on the page. So just like that, and then it flips up like that, right? So I'm gonna leave that as is for now. I'm not gonna add tape on the other side because I may wanna come in and write underneath here when I get to this page, but I can always add it in later. The next method is to faux tip something in. So let's say I want to add some decoration. This is more of a decorative element. Let's say I wanna add some decoration to a page in October, for example. And I think what I wanna do on this dated planner is have underneath the heading like a little box where I write my priorities for the day, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something like this, or I can even take, again, that plain grid washi. Let's try using the pink instead this time. So I can take like a plain grid washi, and I can use these to make it look like something is taped in. So for example, I'm gonna go ahead and draw my priorities box, and then I'm going to cut some washi. We don't want it to look too wide, that would kind of ruin the effect. But having just a thin slice of washi right there looks good. And then I think I want it to be just like a little bit thinner. So one of the things that changed the game for me for washi tape is that you can also cut it vertically. Like, it seems crazy, but you totally can. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this like a little bit smaller, so it just looks like a smaller selection of washi tape. Put it here, and then draw the rest of my box. And now in here, it just looks like a piece of paper, and I can write in whatever I want to write in. You can do the same sort of thing with something like this, especially these ones. These ones are super good for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna draw a little box. This time I'll make it like a little piece of paper, so the corner is like flipping up. And then we'll go up here, take it in. Yeah, that's gonna look cute. Ta-da! And it looks like this is now clipped into your journal. Really sweet. Another way that you could make that work is by using script washi, so something like this. Taking a selection, maybe like that big. And this would just be pure decoration. It would not be for any sort of usable purpose. But you take that and we add it to the journal. Maybe it goes here. You can add it at an angle like I'm adding it, or any other way. And then take another one of those little like clip type things that you have, because you have this washi tape that I'm demonstrating here before you, and you faux clip it in. So you just sort of like, and then it just looks like it's floating there, and this is being held up by this. If you wanted to add some more dimension, you could outline the tape in just a black pen so that it looks like a proper little piece of paper. So it could look like that. So this is like total decoration mode. So that's how you can faux tip something in, aka pretend like you're taping like a real piece of paper in, but you're actually just using washi tape to cleverly disguise that. Another thing to keep in mind when using washi tape is that you are adding texture every time you use it. So if you want to add different types of texture, you want to use different types of washi tape on the same spread. If I used these three on the same spread, it would provide the spread very different types of texture. That's especially true when you're using gilded stuff, right? So you can just use gilded stuff to get the sort of like shiny texture. But even this, it's supposed to look like old paper, right? It's supposed to be like a little crinkled. So you can just use this by itself to add some texture. Even if we go back here, do you see how this adds a much more dynamic look? These two are different pictorially from this and this. They just have a different sort of look about them. So that can really create variety in your journal. But another thing that you can do that I just recently started doing is taking one of your tapes, unraveling it. And for this method, you need a tape with a back. So lots of washi tapes don't have a back. Like most of them, I would say, don't come like this, or it just sticks off of itself on the roll. But almost all of the washi tape ones that I've ever gotten have this sort of backing. So it's like actually a tape that you pull up off of a back piece of paper, and you need one of those types of tapes for this method. So you can take the tape, cut it to your desired length. Let's just say here for now. You have your desired piece, crumple it up, just like you would like if you're tipping in a piece of paper or something like that and you wanted to give it that crumpled texture. You can also do that with washi tape if it is in this kind of, you know, it has this backing kind of format. Uncrumple. Uncrumple, is that a word? uncrumple. You see it now has that kind of texture. And now you can really easily, once you pull it off, just lay it down and it will retain that texture. You don't want to lay it down and smooth it out super perfectly. You kind of want to lay it down and let it keep its natural crumple. And so I'm not sure if this is picking up on camera, but compare it visually to what this looks like. And if I were to just tape this in right next to it, it would just look like that. So this adds a lot more dimension to your page, whereas this would just be a flat washi tape. It's still beautiful washi tape, adds a lot of texture just by virtue of being a washi tape that looks the way that it does. But this one, wow. Oh, wow. Another thing you can do with washi tape is cover up stuff you don't want to see. So I really, in the Hobonichi Cousin, I really don't care for these weekly calendars when I see them in the weekly section. I would much prefer that looked like something else or just wasn't there at all. So you can really easily take some washi tape and just size it right for the section. So that looks about right to cover up the section. Looks about right. Tear it off. And then you have a cute little design there where formerly it was something that you didn't feel like you needed in your planner. You could similarly do that for things like if you want to write in your own dates, for example, and you didn't want to have the dates at the top here, right? You could just cover it like that all the way across the page and use stickers on top of that instead or something like that. So it can make your pre-printed planners very versatile, even if you are not like a super fan of the typeface. The next thing that you can do with washi tape is fill up extra space that you don't need. So you can see here on this page, I've filled out pretty much all of this page, except I didn't really need this space down here. So I want to fill that up with something that sort of matches the aesthetic and will look good. And thankfully I have all of these tapes from the washi tape shop, so I'm going to go ahead and pick one that sort of matches. I think that one looks good. Kind of matches the sort of orangey tones I've got going on this page right now. And I'm just going to pick a size. I'll do that. That's one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and layer this washi tape actually. I think I wanna layer it with like this pink, one of these pinks. I wanna do that one. And this is really good if you have space in your planner that you don't necessarily use. So you may not always be using up all the space in your planner, but you really hate blank space in your planner. I know that I do. It just sort of like makes me feel like I forgot something or that my planner is unfulfilled. So by laying these down, I'm going to be fixing that issue. And because this is deco, like this is not like functional, I'm just going to be layering it so it just looks a little bit more full in the space, but not like I've just used one washi tape. So that's a little bit more fleshed out, and I could also add some over here if I was also feeling that about this blank space as well. The next thing that you could do with washi tape, and I'm gonna be doing that on the same page where we just covered up something, is to make a little scene down at the bottom. So I was gifted by the washi tape shop these little sort of like Christmassy washi tapes, and then these kind of like home sweet home washi tapes as well. Whoa, oh my god. These sort of home sweet home washi tapes as well. So both of them can create a little scene, so that's what we're gonna try to do now. So let's start with this outdoor one. Okay, so I feel like these houses, when you have washi tape that depicts things like houses or even like things you might see on a table, it's really cute to just set them up in a little row, and then it looks nice and full on your planner page and like you planned it that way, which is always the goal, right? So I accidentally ripped a little bit of the tree on this one, but it's okay, we're persevering. That's what washi tape is all about, perseverance. Boom, nice, looks good. And there's also this like tree set here that I really want in my little picture. Yeah, let's like layer that. We can layer that in front of that house, add some dimension. And then of course you can just cut off excess. If you wanted to use this somewhere else, you totally could like tape it here, right? To look like it's coming out of the side. And then let's add one more house. What do we think, mushroom or regular? I kind of think mushroom. Ah, the mushroom house is ripped. Oh no, okay. Can we do this? We did it, okay. So you have to be careful when you're pulling these things out because they can rip. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the mushroom house down here. And if you slightly layer them, they sort of look like they're more in relationship with one another. And I've slightly put this in front of this house, so it kind of looks like a yard. And I've slightly put this in front of this house, so it just kind of looks like the street is even. And I think that looks pretty cute. I really think I'm gonna just be doing this like all Christmas. So let's look at a slightly less Christmassy interior one. And I am running out of light. Okay. So I think I'm gonna set up like a chair here. And then the little coffee table can go sort of like right here, kind of near the chair. So like those two things are in relationship with one another. This sticker is so elaborate. I kind of love it. I kind of want it underneath this sticker. So you just lift that one back up slightly. And then this is like more in the distance, right? So it's like not in the living space, but it's kind of in the distance. And that covers it. That looks good, right? I'm impressed. And then maybe there is like a little plant hanging up here. And then because we're near Christmas, I'm just gonna go ahead and put merry and bright just to fill up that space. But it does kind of look like a little scene that you can sort of build off to the side of your planning if you have a good chunk of room in your planner. And the last way that you can use washi tape is sort of as stickers. So we just looked at these, which is a sticker washi tape. So they do just make it really easy for you at the washi tape shop to just buy sticker washi tape. And there's lots of other places that do this too. But I think the more common way that you'll find is by taking a sticker tape that looks like this, like we did here, or let's go ahead and use a new one. So like this one, for example, if we wanted to take these paint brushes and use them sort of as stickers throughout the page in various ways, all we need to do is cut them out of the washi tape itself. And this washi tape lends itself really easily to creating sort of your own washi tape stickers because it already has little items, which are the brushes and the pens and things like that, already in sort of tape mode, or sticker mode rather, already in sticker mode. And then you can just peel it off and put it wherever you want as a sticker. And you still have plenty of room to move around the sticker and, you know, try your own things. You can also just cut out sticker shapes from your washi as well, especially if you have washi tape like this that has the backing, which Washi Tape Shop Washi Tape does. So let's just, for example, let's make a little heart shape out of this with just scissors. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a heart, right? So that kind of looks like a little heart. Peel it off and lay it down just like a sticker. So if I wanted to have a little happy memory in this little box, I could lay it down just like that. Maybe I also want to note that the memory involved painting, right? So I like use my paintbrush to accent the section or something to that effect. You can also just cut out shapes that already exist on the washi tape. So let's take this koi fish as an example. This washi tape does not have a back, so it's a little bit, I find it a little bit more challenging to cut when it doesn't have like the sticker paper back, but it's fine as is. So let's just go cut around the shape, and you can get like as close to the edges as you want. I like a little bit of border, and then this can go wherever you want it to go without it being just like a huge strip of washi tape, and then this is just garbage. Okay guys, I think that is all I have for you in terms of designing and using washi tape in creative ways in your journal, especially like I said with Washi Tape Shop Washi. It can be used in planners, it can be used in blank notebooks. It's very thin, so it can even be used on thin paper, or you can add some texture like this and just really, really have fun with it, be creative, mark in different things using different types of washi tape. Once again, check out my code. It is Rachelle10. And my affiliate link will also be down in the description as well. You get 10% off if you buy through that. Let me know what you buy, and let me know what your favorite technique was, or if you have a different technique that you think is really unique and novel. I would love to hear it. Okay, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.